Hello, everybody. My name is Fethia Ozis. I'm an assistant teaching professor in civil and environmental engineering, and this is my officially second year to be at CMU. I have two sons who are grown-ups now. I love drinking tea, making food for myself, baking, and cooking is one of my hobbies. I also like to take a hike outside, and what you see on the right side with beautiful yellow flowers is Flagstaff, where I used to teach and live for about 7.5 years. I also like to take pictures of flowers and everything else that I could find. I'm a tea drinker, originally from Turkey and Black Sea region, so that kind of explains a little bit about myself. I received my PhD from USC some time ago. I stopped telling them the year because it makes me look a little older than I like. I was honored to be a PITA fellow for the past year. For my class, I chose introductory level exploring civil and environmental engineering in changing world class. That usually welcomes about 50 students every semester. And I have a lot of first year civil and environmental engineering students, in addition to a few sophomores and seniors from other engineering classes. This is one of the first in the project course series, which is kind of demanding in our field. And there's a lot of hands-on and a lot of learning going on. But I wanted this class to be a set of tone in terms of I belong to this department course. So that's what I worked on. And one of the inclusive teaching strategies that I like to share with you is establishing rapport with my students. And rapport is known to be built between professors and students, and also between students and students. And we do understand that it's a very prime determinator of the sense of belonging for students. So that's what we focused on. And from day one, I got them to work. What you see on the left side is the paper towers that they were building that needs to hold up about a half pound for about 30 seconds. And that was a challenge that I got them into the first day. And we had a lot of activities. We played with tangram pieces. We drilled wood and made bridges. We played decisions for the decade games and so on and so forth. But this was a lot of activities on top of the projects that we were doing throughout the semester. And as a result of our study, we found out that the students' feeling of belonging changed drastically from pre to post of the semester. And what they ranked, as you see this on the table, is connection with the instructor was the top reason why they felt the sense of belonging. And that's what we wanted to dig into in terms of understanding what goes into connection with the instructor. That's where, again, rapport comes in play. And what we figured out was usually what establishes rapport with students is many tiny little things. So although I'm saying that I'm just sharing one strategy, actually I'm sharing with you multiple strategies under one title. There are so many things that goes into establishing rapport with your students, including showing up to class a little early and staying a little late, getting to know your students. Get to know them a little bit. Call them by name if you can call them by name and learn their name, because knowing something about them really makes them feel special, just like us, right? Keeping up with your email, keeping up consistent office hours is something in terms of the organization of the professor that really helps students feel that they can come to you, because that makes you more approachable. Put a smile on your face when you go into the classroom and be enthusiastic about the topic that you're teaching. Because if you're not necessarily looking like you like to be there, they're not going to enjoy that class either, right? Bringing in class examples that are relevant to their lives is very important as well. And going back to the smile, try to crack a joke every now and then. Being a, second English as a second language speaker, it's not easy for me to crack jokes at times, but I try, and they know that I try. That works. But also reward their questions with praise and understand that this is a learning that's going to happen mutually. It's like a bridge that we meet in between halfway. And that's why I prefer interacting with my students rather than having them feel like I'm lecturing at them. Try to be inclusive that way. And that really pays a great tool in the end for them to feel that they belong. And, you know, in our breakout room, I can talk more about this, but I'd like to thank you all for listening.